Welcome
to a brand new Los Angeles Venom rant that goes nowhere.
Oh yeah!
Haven't had a comic review on this channel for a while. This is gonna be a short review just because I have nothing really to say.
I mean, come on!
I just finished reading Baker Street, Honor Among Punks.
Baker Street, the center of England's punk movement in a London few would ever know, a life even less would ever see, where being different is the rule, ratting the gambling vice of a city's underground, and death is often around the next corner. Here is where mystery, intrigue, and suspense are more than a game to the residents of post-Victorian London. It's a way of life. Now the cobblestones run red with blood, and a series of murders terrorize the night. But as Sharon Ford may soon find out, sometimes the solitude is more costly than any crime.
Found out about this book from, yes, you guessed it, a channel we like to steal from a lot, Strange Brain Parts.
Hello and welcome.
Baker Street is a 10-issue comic series created by Gary Reed and Guy Davis and published by Caliber Comics between 1989 to 1991.
Baker Street was one of the few early titles from Caliber Press.
It features an alternative Sherlock Holmes world where
World War II never occurred, and Victorian sensibilities and styles have started to emerge in mainstream culture. The initial inspiration Guy Davis had for the series was to adapt Sherlock Holmes stories with two punk female leads,
attempting to solve a series of murders reminiscent of the Jack the Ripper killings in the late 19th century.
A punk rock comic. Sounds cool.
Fuck yeah!
Plus the fucking message is bomb.com.
The end result was the alternate universe London, where a visiting American medical student, Susan Pendergast, begins an internship with the punk detective Sharon Ford, also known as Harlequin.
Everybody got that?
Sure, Baker Street's great, but
Come on!
the artwork I'm not a fan of. It's kind of sloppy.
Nag, 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 nag!
Story,
Sharon's backstory is quite engaging.
Just so you know how woke I am.
if they brought it back, they'd make it all fucking SJW and have like a blue checklist. But I highly recommend this one to every punk rocker. Like, I might even give this to Tequila Mockingbird, punk rock icon herself, because anybody who's more punk rock than me should own this.
Punk's only a word!
7 out of 10. It's no Blackheart Billy.
Bad blood is flowing on the ground. The streets in the air, it's only your sound. Many bodies smashing, all becoming one. The bodies becoming fragmented, war has begun. Fragments and factions, no more unity. The factions of idiots, more absurdities. Total game mentality, a gang of total nerds. But don't you all forget that punk's only word!
And I'll get into Blackheart Billy.
Meet Blackheart Billy, an 80s hardcore scene refugee who's having a bit of trouble acclimating to modern life. While budgeting a band of Burning Man refugees with the skull of Jerry Garcia, Billy inadvertently becomes immersed in an evil Nazi conspiracy to turn the world into mindless hippie zombies in order to usher in the Fourth Reich. See him spend his day handing beatdowns to hippies and dot-commies alike. Gasp as Billy stumbles into the horrible conspiracy.
I give Blackheart Billy a 8 out of 10. It's
The adventure that follows is a boss bowl of high-octane super crunch.
I recommend this to OC punks and San Francisco punks, basically American punks. Well, the other one I recommend to really old school gothy punks.
I don't mind being dejected and rejected, but I'm not gonna be ashamed about it.
Hallelujah.
Take your gang mentality, shove it in your fucking ass. The all creature society, you scum us from your class. There's bad blood flowing, it's flowing from our wounds. Dumpster top persistent, a bunch of fucking goons.
This was my double header, double feature punk rock comics. I go into other ones, but this is the most punk rock indie comics you can find.
If you want anarchy, be free like a little bird. But don't you all forget that punk's only a word.
Yeah. There was also Razor, who did a crossover with The Crow, which is pretty goth, and also a one-shot with Switchblade Symphony, but that's a whole different can of worms.
The extreme always seems to make an impression.
We got some good reviews up real soon. We got Lady Justice, Volume 1 and 2. Another Judge Death graphic novel starring Judge Anderson. Ooh, neat, right? Elric, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Stay tuned. I'm asking all you people, because we're living in a pandemic.
Check out our Patreon, and linked in the description as you can tell, and support us. We don't get paid for this.
And I'm not sorry.